we learned one line. The one line is why we need to learn the Microsoft Fabric. If we learn Microsoft Fabric down the line, what are the roles we are able to do it. So I hope yesterday I explained what you mean by data engineer, what are the tools we are going to use as part of the data engineer role in the Fabric, then data analyst role, data scientist role, and AI engineer role. For these four roles, whatever tools required, those all tools are available. 90% with the Fabric. 10% you may need to go for the Foundry. Microsoft Foundry is available that we need to go for it if you want to go more with the AI. But up to creating the agents, data agents also we have within the Fabric itself, we have it. Yesterday we got chance to see what are the items available, artifact items are available. We got chance to search here. We observed what other things are available, right? Even we can see here what is this called as agent. So agents also we are going to create by sitting in the Fabric itself. But more advanced things are going to do with the Foundry. Okay, Foundry also one more platform. There we are going to more work towards the AI. Now, anyhow, our goal is not to do all these four roles at this point of time. We'll start our journey with the data engineer role we are going to start. As part of the data engineer role, mainly you need to know three things. One is what you mean by storage. Second is what you mean by ingestion. Third is what you mean by transformation. Okay, and how to organize these all things that's called as orchestration. Okay, these are the majorly what you need to know. Okay, those things are going to walk through one by one. We are going to walk through it. Today, first we'll go for how to open our application. That is the first thing you are going to know about it. What are the URL? What is the URL available to open the application? And we also will create one workspace. We are going to create it. Okay. And inside the workspace, then we are going to create some storage objects are going to create it. Let me go back to our M01 introduction to Microsoft Fabric. There we have the module 01 introduction to Microsoft Fabric is available. In that one, we have the overview about Microsoft Fabric. We have it. I recommend you people to go through this one line by line so that you'll be able to understand what our points are written here. And even Microsoft Fabric architecture also, this is what the architecture diagram. That means here we can able to have different components. They provided data factory, data engineering, data warehouse, those are things, right? Even our material also exactly aligned with the Microsoft material. I mean to say, if I go for better this one. So this is the official Microsoft documentation. So they provide here, one is called as get started in Fabric. That's what our M01. Then we have here real-time intelligence. That also one more model we created. We have here data factory. There is one more model we created. Okay, we have data science, one more module, something, whatever we have different icons here. Each one we are trying to project as a one module wherever it is possible. Some cases are not possible. Those things are not eligible for the module. Those things I may be included wherever suitable. There is a place where I included. But at this point of time, whatever I designed here, 10 modules, M01, M02, M03, whatever I designed, right? So accordingly, we are going to walk through it. We are in the module 1 now. In the module 1, we are going to know first thing is called as architecture. I recommend you people to go through this architecture your own face. You'll be able to understand what you mean by yesterday I was saying as SaaS, software as a service platform, right? So 3 points, one by one, you try to walk through it. Now, what I am going to do now is we are going to know first thing that is called as creating the workspace. Creating the workspace. Okay. So how I can create the workspace? Let us say I'm going here. This is what our Fabric page. Suppose you are opening this one, first time you are opening, then you need to know is URL you're required to know, right? So if I click on this home, then we are seeing here HTTPS app.powerbi.com, then experience is equal to Fabric developer. This is what the URL what you required. I am sharing this URL also here. Try to click it and observe what it is asking. This is the URL. Just I am sharing in this chart. I am sharing it. Try to click it and observe what it's asking. Is it asking username and password? Is it asking username and password?
It is asking email ID.
Exactly. So that email ID and password, even myself also I'm using, you can see in the top, trial is activated and 25 days left we have, right? So you
Correct.
required one email ID and of the corporate email ID, I can say. That means @gmail.com, @yahoo.com will not work. So you require some corporate mail ID. With that corporate mail ID only, we can log in and we can get the 60 days of the free trial. We are going to get it. If you don't have the corporate email ID, or even though you have the corporate email ID, your company is not allowed to get the trial license, let me know. I will provide one username and one password to you. Okay. With that username and with that password, you'll able to log in and you can able to enjoy the product for 60 days. Is that point is clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we learned how to open the application. We learned. That's all. Only in this web browser page we are going to be there. Total our course throughout the course. We'll not move here and there. Whatever options available in this web page, if you know everything, you are good to do all the four roles. It may be data engineer, data analyst, data scientist, or a engineer. All the four roles are able to do by sitting in the same page. It looks like very good, right? Now I want to go for creating the workspace. You can see left side, whatever we have here, the sidebar. In the sidebar, whatever we have it, second window, second one is called as workspace. So these workspaces are two types. One is called as my workspace. Second is called as shared workspaces. So my workspace is nothing but your personal work kind of thing. That means whatever you are doing here, suppose you want to learn something. That is your learning curve purpose. Some new feature is came, that new feature you are trying to explore it. That new feature you can able to explore within and you can save into my workspace, you can able to save it. This is designed for learning purpose, not for the real project purpose. Always our real projects we are going to do using shared workspace only. Am I clear? Right. Now, this workspace, whatever we have it, here I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, so many workspaces I am able to see it here, right? These all workspaces, if you go and try to observe this diagram once, these all workspaces, if you go and try to see this diagram once, are part of the OneLake. Are part of the OneLake. Even not only workspaces, whatever you talk about in the Fabric, right? Everything is physically available inside the OneLake. Inside the OneLake. Then what is OneLake exactly? So different clouds has different storages. Different clouds has different storages. In case of Azure, we have the storage that is called as ADLS. ADLS is a storage. Okay, that ADLS, whatever we have it, on top of the ADLS, they designed this OneLake. I will show you where I can observe that OneLake and ADLS, this information, we are going to show it now. Now, once you are in the screen, first let us see how to create the workspace. I am going here, click on the new workspace. Then you can notice we are in the space called as creating a workspace. Then it is asking, give me some name. I need to provide here some name. I need to provide it. Let us try to provide name is equal to, okay, B100. Okay, then we are trying to provide um, data underscore AI. So that's what we are trying to explore here, right? So data and AI, we are trying to explore it. Now, you can notice different types of licenses available in the bottom. We have Power BI Pro license, Power BI Premium license, then Power BI Embedded, Fabric. Bottom you can notice Fabric Trial, and also you can notice select when you want to access the capabilities offered in Fabric for free for 60 days, right? How many days?
It is.
60 days. So this is what we are going to use throughout our course. I am selecting this option called as Fabric Trial option. I am selecting, then click on here Apply. The moment you click on apply, we got here one empty workspace. We got it. You can notice in the top B100 data underscore AA, we are seeing it. And you can notice there are two partitions available in this window. I don't want to explain this one. I'll talk about this one later. As of now, you can see there is a uh, expand button is available. Click on this expand button so that this will be maximum space will be occupied. And inside your workspace, do I have any content at this point of time? There is nothing here yet. Add something new or upload something to see them here. So as of now, nothing is available inside our workspace. And now I want to see workspace settings, something is available. Click on this workspace settings. At this point of time, I want to talk only one thing. At this point of time, I want to talk only one thing that is called as here. If you see the works general tab, in the general tab, I am able to see workspace image name. Only name is the one what I provided, right? Then system storage is available. Okay, as of now, system storage is 0 MB. That means nothing is really we stored it. Now we have here Azure connections. Okay, in the Azure connections, you can notice access OneLake through ADLS Gen 2 APIs and Azure Data Lake Generation 2 storage. That's what I was saying. So OneLake is designed on top of the ADLS Gen 2, and whatever you create the workspace, that workspace is also part of the OneLake. Now, where is the workspace is sitting? Where is the workspace is sitting?
OneLake.
OneLake.
OneLake. OneLake is sitting where? OneLake is designed on top of what?
Workspace.
No. OneLake is on top of what?
Gen 2.
ADLS Gen 2. So OneLake is designed on top of the ADLS Gen 2, and our workspace is sitting inside the OneLake. This is the one point we need to understand. Anyhow, we are going to see more detail level down the line. We're able to see it. You can also read here Azure connections. You can connect Azure data services and Power BI. Okay, and this point is important. Your workspace to store the data in our organization, Azure Data Lake Storage Generation 2 account. Okay, anyhow. So OneLake, whatever available, the OneLake is designed on top of the ADLS Gen 2. Today onwards, whatever you do, you may be writing some small Python file you are creating, or you may be creating one table you are creating, or you may be creating one warehouse you are creating, one lakehouse you are creating, whatever artifact you create it, each and every artifact is going to sitting inside the OneLake. Inside where? OneLake. Even I can say now workspace, whatever we have it, workspace also one of the artifact. Artifact is nothing but one object is called as artifact. Am I clear? Anyone hearing this word first time, I recommend you people to go here and understand what is artifact. Okay, what is artifact? Or you can write here Microsoft, okay, Microsoft Fabric artifacts. Suppose Microsoft Fabric artifacts you are writing here. Okay, then it's going to give you list of artifacts available. It's going to give you. So you can notice we have here workspace is a one artifact. Okay, and we can see mm, yeah, data engineering related artifacts like LakeHouse, notebooks, SparkJava definitions, environments. Okay, the data factory, pipeline, data flow gen 2, each and everything is called as an artifact. We talk about more this one when you're doing the CI/CD. We're going to deploy the artifacts from one environment to another environment. We're going to deploy it. At that moment, we come to know more information about the artifact. Okay, and also inside this workspace now, whatever you want, you can create it and you can manage the permissions. Who can see it, who cannot see it. We're able to control here. Permissions are able to control it. Okay, suppose I have some user is available, then I can go and I can control that user. I can select here and is supposed to admin, is supposed to member, is supposed to be contributor, is supposed to be viewer. I can able to control it. I will talk about what is the difference among these four roles. But how many roles are available inside the Fabric?
4.
Four roles are available. We'll know the details of these four roles differences down the line, but we have the four roles are available. We are going to control who can access what. We are able to control it within our organization. But at this point of time, as I created this one, it is showing very clearly I am a admin or I am a member, contributor or viewer, who I am.
Admin.
I am a admin because I only created this one. There is a reason it's showing as a admin, it is showing. Okay, excellent. Now you created one workspace, you created inside the workspace, nothing is available. Now I want to explore further on this one. So to explore further on this one, I want to know first about the storages. I want to know first about the storages. Okay, I have different storages are available, but at this point of time, today I want to create three artifacts. I want to create it. One artifact is Lakehouse. Second artifact is warehouse. Third artifact is SQL database. These are the three things we are going to create it. Within seconds, we are able to create it. Within seconds, we are able to create it. This top, whatever we have the warning, I am closing this one. It's not required. Now, yeah, I'm going here. First, I want to create here properly. I want to create it. I want to say this is related to the storage. So I want to create one folder, new folder, and I'm giving the name as 0101. Then I'm seeing this as a what is this purpose of Lakehouse, warehouse, or SQL database, or Snowflake, or tomorrow something else, something else. What is the purpose of those things? To store your data, correct? That's the reason I'm writing the name also as a storage I'm writing. Any issues in that one? I'm going to keep my lakehouses, warehouses, databases, anything I'm going to keep inside this folder only. I'm going to keep it. That's what the purpose I'm saying it.
Okay.
So click on here, create. Wow, beautiful. You created a folder now. This is what the folder. Folder also I can call it as a one of the artifact. Are you getting my point? Workspace also called as what? Artifact. Storage also called as what? I mean, this folder also called as what? Artifact.
Artifact.
Now inside this storage, I'm going inside this one. Now I'm inside where? Inside my workspace, I created a folder. Inside the folder, do I have anything at this point of time?
Nothing.
No.
No. Now I want to create here something called as new item. Then I want to go for here one of the database I want to create it. The database is called as SQL database. Okay, how to use that one later we come to understand. When to go for SQL database, when to go for lakehouse, when to go for warehouse, those things we come to know later. Time being, my target is to create those artifacts. That's it. I want to create now SQL database. So I'm trying to type here SQL, I am typing it. You can notice we have something called as SQL database. Here you can also notice build modern cloud apps that scale on an intelligent, fully managed database, right? Even for easy of accessing purpose, Here you can, what is the problem? My problem, under the items, so many items are there. You can notice, get the data. Under this one, so many things are there. These many categories are there, and in each category, we have so many things are available. In a given project, are you going to use everything?
No.
No. That is the reason I recommend you people to creating the favorites. Suppose I'm using SQL database, for example. You can click on this button that is nothing but favorites. As of now, inside our favorites, are you seeing any items? No.
No.
Now I want to add one of the item into my favorites. What I can do is I can go and I can go to the storage whatever we have. Let me collapse all. Then we have the stored data. Under the stored data, my goal is to create the SQL database. Go and try to click on this one. Now it is added to the favorites. Just for my understanding, only tomorrow, easy of accessing purpose only, I'm adding to the favorites. Without adding to the favorites also, I can create this artifact directly by clicking on this one. Okay, as I add this artifact here, now SQL database, just go and try to click on this one. If you click on this, then it is asking, tell me what is the database name you want to provide it. I'm giving the database name as, okay, we are trying to provide here database name. Uh, our goal is to provide here B100. Then we are saying as database, right? So let us try to provide here SQL database, SQL, then database. I'm giving that is the name. Then click on here create. That's it. We are going to see here one object that is called as SQL database object. We are seeing it. So it's saying as creating our SQL database object. As of now, we will be having here any tables inside this one or no tables inside this one.
No tables.
No tables because it is a fresh database. Nothing will be there inside this one. It is a fresh database. Nothing will be there inside this one. You can notice I have here SQL database. I have here DBO. I have here tables, but inside the tables, do I have any tables?
No.
No. As of now, no tables are available. I don't want to discuss more on this object at this point of time, so I'm closing this one. I'm closing this one. Now we created one folder. Under the folder we create one database and we are able to see the database. This is what our database, SQL database, we got it. SQL database also came along with another object that is called as SQL analytics endpoint. SQL analytics endpoint. What is the purpose of this one is tomorrow some Java resource want to access the table of this one, then he is going to access using this endpoint. Some Python resource need to access the data whatever sitting inside this one. He is going to use this SQL Analytics endpoint and is going to communicate it. Anyone need to access the tables and data which is sitting inside this one. They are going to access using SQL Analytics endpoint only. Okay. Now, let us go and try to create the lakehouse and warehouse. Okay. I'm going back one step. We are in the storage folder now. Okay. Now here itself, I want to create here, click on the new item, then all items, then go for here storage place. We are going for the storing the data. This is what the store data. Here you can notice something is available lakehouse. You can notice what is the purpose of this lakehouse? To store big data. And in fact, any type of data. Any type of data means we have, did you observe my WhatsApp status today?
No.
No. Okay, good. So the WhatsApp status today, if you observe, then we will be able to understand end to end. I given the architecture diagram I provide over there actually. Okay, so in that one we have the structured
Yeah.
data,
But it's not
semi-structured
for
data.
everybody, right? I can't see, I don't see any status from you. I think you need to add people, then only we can see, right?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Then you can ping me my number. This is what the India number. Okay, India number which has in the WhatsApp. Okay,
Sure.
this is my India number WhatsApp. You can able to add to this one. Okay,
Oh, okay.
this US number means this was the US number. Okay, both the places I will be posting, but I prefer to go with the India number. Okay, now coming to the point here. If you go back to get started in Fabric, we have this link, right? Official Microsoft documentation. In this official Microsoft documentation, first screen we are able to, this is the screen exactly what I given. And here you can notice left side, you can notice we have three types of data: unstructured data, that means nothing but images, videos, audios, some free text; semi-structured data, some CSVs, logs, JSONs, XMLs, loosely typed data; relational data; structured data. Now, whatever you created just now, SQL database you created, right? What is the purpose of that one? What type of data it stores in that one? Anyone has idea? You are free to search in the chat GPT wherever you want it. It's all I want the
Relational
answer
database.
is, all I want the answer is, we created now SQL database. SQL database purpose is what? Is it going to store the structured data or semi-structured or unstructured?
Unstructured.
Structure. Unstructured. It's structured data, right?
Structured data. You have the free hands. You can go and you can search in the chat GPT wherever you want it. Okay. SQL database stores what type of data? Structured, semi-structured, unstructured. This is a question you have to ask over there. Then you are going to get here answer as a structured. You are going to get it. Now we have the lakehouse now. Lakehouse, whatever available, the lakehouse we are going to have structured, semi-structured, unstructured. Any type of data we are going to store inside the lakehouse. How to create such a beautiful object? I can create here very simple with couple of clicks. Go for your new item, then go to your all items. Then if you want, you can search your lakehouse, or you can go for the category. The category is called as store data category. There you can notice lakehouse. If you want to add that into the favorites, you can add to the favorites also if you want. That will be registered under the favorites. It is going to be registered. The second object, lakehouse, it is registered here. Click on here, then where it is asking, give me what is the name of the lakehouse. Then lakehouse name, I am trying to provide here as B100. Then it's a lakehouse. So I am giving the name as lakehouse I am giving. You can give any name. And it is storing inside where? Storing inside where? Inside our workspace, inside our folder, it is storing, correct? Now click on here, create. That's all. We are going to get here one more object. That object is called as lakehouse object. We are going to get it. Inside the lakehouse, do I have any tables or any files at this point of time? You can notice lakehouse, tables, DBO is available, but under that one, do I have anything? No. We have files
Technically,
folder, but under files folder, do I have anything?
no.
No. Empty lakehouse we created. That's it. I'm closing even this empty lakehouse also. I'm closing. Now you can notice under your folder, I'm able to see lakehouse. And this lakehouse you want to communicate tomorrow. Some Java resource, Python resource, or anyone need to communicate means they are going to communicate using what?
Analytics
SQL analytics
endpoint.
endpoint.
Yeah.
So LakeHouse has SQL Analytics endpoint. Even SQL database also has SQL Analytics endpoint. Using that, we are going to communicate it. Of course, we have other channels also to communicate it, but this is also one of the mode. Now,
I have a question here. So that means, so whenever you build our application, so if you wanted to give this data to be accessed by other applications, so then they will come here and they can access this. That's what the logic, right?
yes, kind of, but not exactly. If you go
Okay.
and try to see here, for example, we have the LakeHouse and we have the SQL Analytics endpoint, right? The
Mm-hmm.
moment if you go for SQL Analytics endpoint, if I go to here settings, then we are going to get here SQL Analytics endpoint one URL. We are going to get it, kind of server name. This URL we are going to share to the Java resource or Python resource wherever it is available. This they are going to use in their code. They will be accessing these tables and all.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So this is what the URL. Anyhow, we are going to see that one practically. We are going to see it. Don't worry. But time being, our focus is to create the objects. That's what our goal today. So now we know how to create the Lakehouse object, how to create the SQL database object. We are aware of it. Third one, I want to create it that is called as warehouse object. How to create it? You can guide me. Yes, please go ahead. I want to create the warehouse. How to create the warehouse? Same way, same process.
Click on new items,
Click on new item. Good.
search for warehouse.
All
All
items.
items.
Yes,
Yes.
good. Then search or go for the
Then go for
store data.
warehouse.
There you can notice we should have here warehouse. Do I have warehouse?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's there.
If
Yeah.
you want to add to the favorites, add to the favorites also, so that will be appears under the favorites. It will appears. Now we have the warehouse here. Click on this warehouse and give some name. I am giving the name as B100 underscore. It's a warehouse, so I am giving the name as warehouse only. I am giving. Then click on here create. And now you can notice we are going to get here warehouse object. We are going to get it, but inside this one, nothing will be available at this point of time. We have the schemas, DBO, but inside that one tables, if I expand, nothing is there. Empty it is created. Now if I want, I can go on to close it. I closed it. Now with warehouse, did you get any SQL Analytics endpoint?
No.
Because warehouse itself is a SQL Analytics endpoint actually. Warehouse
Okay.
itself, you know what? Previously, even you copied Lakehouse in the URL, did you notice something? In the URL, did you notice something here?
Correct. It's referring to data warehouse.
Referring to database. That means on top of the Lakehouse, they have one layer of warehouses that they created internally. Okay, we'll talk about that also more, how they create and all later. But already it is a warehouse. Do I require one more layer? No. That is the reason we don't have any SQL Analytics endpoint is not required for this one. It's not created even. Tomorrow, I want to do the streaming of the data. You can see in this diagram also, if you go and try to observe this diagram back here, I want to do the streaming of the data, real-time data. So it may be having event grid, some Internet of Things hub, event hubs, data services, GCP, PubSub, Kafka. Any of these things are called as streaming services. The streaming services going through the event stream and coming to store the data into one place. That place is called as what is place? What is object?
Event house.
Event house. Mainly event house, but there is no rule, hard rule like okay, always we have to go for the event house. There is no hard rule. But generally, real-time data means we'll be trying to store into the event house. How to create that kind of database? Tomorrow I may want to handle the streaming data. Real-time data, I want to handle it. How I can create here one more thing that is called as event house. Click on your new item. Click on your new item. Again, go back to storage. Storage. In the storage, are you seeing the event house?
Yeah.
Under the storage, are you seeing the event house?
Yes.
Yes. Now, what is the purpose it is saying? Rapidly load structured, unstructured, and streaming data. This is what my main concern. 90% of the use cases, 90% of the use cases will go for streaming data wherever available. Will go for what?
Event house.
Event house. Let me select that one, and I'm trying to say as a B100 underscore event house. These all objects we are going to use down the line. These all objects we are going to use down the line. Okay, now we got here event house also, we got it. Okay, event house will come with one of the database that is called as KQL database. We'll talk about that one later. Time being, I'm trying to close this one. You can notice we have here event database. We got it now, and this event database is came along with one more database. The database is called as what?
UL.
KQL, Kusto Query Language. SQL is how it is one language. Similarly, we have one more language available. That language is called as KQL language. KQL is very fast on telemetry data. Telemetry data means like any logs data or any IoT device data. Those all things are telemetry data kind of thing. It's very fast on those data sets. Wow, super. We learn now 4 types of databases we learned here. Learn means creating, only creating we learned. We did not go inside this one and we did not do any work. We know how to create the different types of storages. Tomorrow, someone is asking to create the Cosmos database. You know how to do that? If I
Yes.
want you to create the Cosmos database, you know how to do that? Or your own, you want to practice the Cosmos DB, you want to practice it. You can go and you can create and you can follow some kind of material you can able to follow and you can create this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Time being, Cosmos DB is not needed. I'm not going through that one. Okay. Let me close this one. I'm not creating the Cosmos DB database. I'm not creating it because I'm going to explain these 4 things only I required to continue my further courses. So that's the reason these 4 things only I created. Okay. Wow, beautiful. Today we learned how to create the workspace, then how to create the folder. Inside the folder, how to create the 4 types of databases. One type of database we started with SQL database. Second, we started with LakeHouse database. Third, we created warehouse database. Fourth, we created event house database we created. Right? Now, let us go and try to start with exploring more towards SQL database. Let's start with the simple one, right? That's the reason I choose a SQL database. I am giving task to you now. The task is create one simple table inside the SQL database. Simple table. One table with one column with one row. That's it. One table with one table with one column with one row. Can you guide me how to do that? Click on this SQL database, whatever available first. Whatever we have SQL database, I'm clicking. Then you can notice we have here database. The database is already came with one schema. The schema is called as DBO is the schema. Under the DBO schema, do I have any tables? No. Now I want to create one table. Can you search on the screen whatever options available and let me know where I can go?
Sample data.
Sample data. Okay, but I don't want sample data at this point of time. I want to write it with my hands. I want to write the query. I want to write my query and I want to create it.
New query.
Excellent.
Click on
In the top, I can see, sorry. Yeah, in the top, I have the new query option. I can click on that one. Wow, beautiful. Now you can notice we got here new query. There I am trying to write here, create. Okay, then give me one moment.